In the late hours of last night, there was a serious gun shooting incident that happened in Toronto's Danforth Square, in more commonly known as Greektown, in the Greektown area of the Danforth district in Toronto, where 22 people are now in hospital. Two victims are dead. Well, 12 others are now in hospital. I think now it's gone up to 22. And right now, the police chief, Mark Saunders, is giving a live briefing. But around 10 o'clock, a gunman, and this is according to CBC, a gunman and two victims are dead, and 12 others. I'm thinking now it's 22 now, but I'm not too sure now. I have to get a refreshed news update on this. But let's say conservatively 12 others are in hospital after a shooting in Toronto's Greektown neighborhood, and this is in the Danforth district. Now this is in the southeast side of Toronto. Are affected by a gun shooting on Sunday, police say. One person killed is a woman. One of the injured, a young child, a young girl, aged 8 or 9, and she's in critical condition and she's on the verge of death. And Ontario's SIU, Special Investigations Unit, which probes police-involved shootings, said the suspect, gunman, 29, is also dead. Police, meanwhile, are working to determine what may have led to the violence. It goes on to say that Toronto Police Homicide Squad said all families of the victims have been notified. So, finally, the police chief, Mark Saunders, urged the public to share any information they have about the shooting, including video of what happened. He said police don't know what prompted the attack, but are investigating all possibilities. Now, for now, we don't know why this dog, this vermin, has done this in Toronto, a great, wonderful city, which is, it used to be one of the most peaceful, large cities on the planet. But now Toronto is experiencing a very serious gun problem. This happened on Canada Day. Many people on Canada Day were gunned down. Many people after that have been gunned down. And now we have a very serious shooting incident which happened last night. And actually, it's so bad, my friends, that one of my subscribers or fans, notified me that this was happening at around 11 o'clock. I was on my computer. I don't go to bed too early, even though sometimes I should learn to, because, especially on Sunday, as I have to get up early. And right now I'm actually taking a day off just to inform you of this. Well, actually, that's not the only reason I'm going in a little later, but that's no problem right now. Someone informed me of this in the late hours, and I was doing some edits on YouTube and answering some fan mail, and someone told me about this, and I thought, it's some shooting going on, right? I've heard about this all day and all night, all for the past few weeks now. Shootings in Toronto. That's how bad it is. People are now getting used to it, and we shouldn't allow ourselves to get used to this trash that's going on. But then I woke up around 4 o'clock in the night. I sometimes get up in my sleep. I don't know. Get a glass of water, go to the bathroom, whatever. And I saw on my phone where Fox News was saying 9 people are now injured in Toronto. And I'm thinking, why is Fox News talking about this? It must be really serious. And I wake up in the morning, everybody's talking about it. BBC's talking about it. French media's talking. Everybody's talking about it. It's almost like we're living in Jerusalem or something. So now we can't determine why this is going on, my friends. But the bottom line is this whole gun control thing ain't working in Canada. It doesn't work. It's not working. Canada has some of the strictest gun laws on the planet. And it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. Can you not see this? And I hope there's Americans watching this right now. I ain't even talking to Canadians right now because Canadians seem to know what's going on already. We're being gunned down like rats by a bunch of vermin. I'm not going to speculate whether this was a terrorist attack or anything like that. It could be. It could be. But I'm not going to do that. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what the problem is right now. We all know that there's, that we're on the verge of a very serious terrorist incident in Toronto. We all know that. It's happening. Just as the long-haired Mad Daddy Trudeau has failed this country, we're going to get our ASSs whooped one day in a serious terrorist. We all know it's coming. It's not about if, it's when. It's coming, and a lot of people are going to die. But that's not what I'm talking about right now, because we don't know what's going on. And I'm not going to speculate. This is a problem of gun control. Now, imagine this, my friends. All these gun violence incidents that have taken place. There was one that took place on Canada Day. Many that took place in Mississauga. Now this one. Imagine if all of those gun violences took place in schools. All of them. Going back to just the beginning of this year. Then they happened in schools. We would have the worst school shooting year out of any country on the planet. Even more than America. And that's even with gun control. But the difference is, my friends, is that unlike America, here in Canada, where we have some of the strictest gun laws in the world, at least in America, the good guys have the ability to shoot back. We in Canada are just sitting targets. Wait, you want to come downtown? You want to shoot us up? Okay, there's nothing we can do about it. Okay, hopefully some dude or some people will throw some chairs or some tables or stab you with a fork or try and wrestle you down to the ground or something like that. But we can't shoot back because you have to jump through hoops. You have to jump through more fences than a horse in Wimbledon, or not Wimbledon, in what's that race? What's that horse race that they do in England? The Kentucky Derby. You have to jump through more fences than a horse in the Kentucky Derby to get a gun in Canada. And even after you jump those fences, you still have to pay for it. You still have to pay for it. So, meanwhile, you got these thugs, you got these vermin. Many of them, some of them, and I'm just going to say it right now, I don't care. Many of them are people who you've seen when you see who is responsible for it. Many of them come from other countries, so not even Canadians. Not buying guns, getting guns illegally and killing people with it. And Canadians, there's nothing that they can do about it because they can't fight back. The gun control thing ain't working. So all of you people out there in America, all of you young students out there, all you people out there talking about we want Canadian-style gun control. This is what you're getting yourself into. It's not going to change anything. You're not going to be any safer. In fact, you're going to be even less safe. You're going to be even less safe. I'm in the GTA right now. I'm in the greater Toronto area. Who's to say? Let me tell you something. I was actually planning on going to Toronto, not last night, but maybe on Saturday, I was planning on going to Toronto with some friends. And only because I had to go to the mall and get a pair of dress shoes, I didn't go. Who's to say I wouldn't have been caught up in all that? I know some of my trolls, they would have been like, yay and amen, and boom shakalaka, Michael Aranda, the Aranda nation is dead. But that's not the point. The gun control thing does not work. Stop this foolishness. Stop this foolishness. It's not the way to get crime. The way to get crime, if we want to be serious about crime and gun crime, then Canada's going backwards. Canada got rid of carding, which I think was a good damn idea. Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am, amen. You all say, oh, it only affects minorities and stuff like that. They only go into minority neighborhoods. Minority neighborhoods are where the damn crime is. So stop doing crime with your tacky head self. Get productive at something. I'm not saying all minorities. In fact, many minorities that come to Canada, most of them are very successful, but the poor neighborhoods, which are mainly minority neighborhoods, that's where the crime is. So they got rid of carding, they got rid of all that. They're going backwards. We are going backwards. We'll arrest somebody who is addicted to crack or something like that, but heaven forbid if we try and persuade the cops to go and arrest the person who's selling the crack. We have it backwards in this country. We're going back. That's why this is happening right now. We used to be the most peaceful city on the planet, big city. Now look at us. I'd sooner walk through the streets of Brooklyn and Harlem at 3 o'clock in the morning than go set foot in Toronto, even in the middle of the day. But that's what I have to say. This is the Arana Nation. I hope all my subscribers and my fans and viewers are safe. God bless everybody in Toronto. The Arana Nation prays for the victims of Toronto, even though praying is not what we need right now. I know they're not interested in any prayer. They want action. I wish I was in a position where I could do something, because if I was in charge, this stuff wouldn't be happening!